Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2019 edition of the WoodenSheep podcast. Nothing has changed, but we're going to call it the 2019 edition. Today with me, we've got unhinged Thomi and
Why do you keep coming up with those names?
And clean hands Guf.
Hello, I'm Guf.
And green WoodenSheep. That's us, the trio here. We've also got a very special guest today. We've got the real Huey from DuckTales. If I could just figure out how to reveal it. There you look at him. There he is. I can't believe we actually got Huey on the set. Like, this isn't even a set, but I can't believe we got him here. It's honestly just
where's his brothers?
We don't talk about that, you know. He's done some. He keeps talking at the same time as me. It's actually a little bit confusing. Like, can you, Huey, stop talking over me. All right, so in this episode of the WoodenSheep Podcast 2019 edition, Guf eloquently suggested that we do a segment where we basically talk about what we're expecting to hopefully enjoy in 2019 in relation to the games industry, obviously. So I should have thought about that, but Guf did first, so thank you, Guf. So we're going to dedicate the first bit of the podcast to talk about games we're looking forward to in 2019. We might talk a little bit about some funny news that actually happened in the last 2-3 weeks. And also, I've been playing a shit ton of games, so we're also going to talk a little bit about that. But, all right, so to begin, do you guys have anything that you are really excited to talk about? Also, hello, chat. Thank you for joining us, guys. All right, go for it. I mean, if you have anything, Guf, prepared. Otherwise, I've got something.
Well, one thing I'm really excited for, I don't think it's confirmed for 2019, but I hope it's coming for 2019, is Doom Eternal.
Yes, that's also on my list. I think, has it been confirmed at all?
No,
okay.
It hasn't.
Yeah,
so
go for it.
Over at id, they're also working at Rage 2, I think it was. So, and
shit, is he joining the podcast as well?
What?
Is he joining the podcast as well?
Who, Huey?
Rage 2.
Oh, Rage 2.
Never mind, it was a dumb joke. Don't forget about it.
Boy. Yeah, alright, go on.
Right. And I think Rage 2 has a confirmed release date.
Yeah, that's coming 2019. I think early-ish or mid somewhere.
Yeah, so if we're lucky, maybe Doom Eternal at the end of the year.
Have you played Rage, the original?
No, I haven't.
Are you excited for Rage 2, or are you just mentioning it?
I don't know. I haven't checked it out.
Rage 1, I actually really enjoyed, even though it kind of looks a bit meh. And then Rage 2 looks like it should be a lot more interesting, but it doesn't interest me at all for some weird reason. Like, it's got colorful stuff and like a lot more weapons and stuff, it seems, but I just don't... It's not clicking with me for some reason. I don't know why. Seems a little bit like soulless, but I'm remaining to like fully judge it until I actually play it. But it's a bit weird. Yeah. So yeah, Doom. Oh my god, Doom. When did it come out? The first reboot, 2015, 16?
2016.
16. Yeah. Did you also play it?
Really good.
I did play it,
right.
But I know a lot of people really like that game, but it got too repetitive for me. It's like constant fighting.
Fair
and
enough.
like, at some point, I enjoyed until up until the point I stopped. So.
Okay. Yeah, for me, like there was something so just perfect about all of it. Like, the level design kept me intrigued, and I don't know, it was just so fun, so good. And I know Guf loves it as well.
Yes.
Eternal, though, I'm not a huge fan of the setting. Like, the fact that it's not in a sci-fi base or Mars or anything like that. It's just like in a city is a little bit less interesting to me, but that's me personally. We'll see.
Okay.
Oh my god, Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know if you guys give a shit at all, but
I don't.
I've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 since longer than Half-Life. Like, longer than people have been waiting for Half-Life 2. We've been waiting for a real proper sequel, because Kingdom Hearts is one of those series where they just throw all these like mini sequels on every portable device that you don't own, including mobile, and then they had DS, Game Boy, all that stuff. So I've been waiting since Kingdom Hearts 2 since, like, I'm just curious actually. I want to see what year. It's like since PS2 era. And you know what the worst part is? When you beat Kingdom Hearts 2, there's a little teaser for 3. And actually it turned out to be another game maybe, but I don't know. 2005 I've been waiting for this game. 2005. So
they had it prepared since 2005. They already working on it.
Oh my god, man, I'm so excited. Unfortunately, I don't own any current gen console, so I'm just crossing my fingers it comes to PC, because Disney and Square Enix games are both on PC, so hopefully. But yeah, man, oh my god, I'm so excited. Another game I've got is Devil May Cry 5. I don't know if you guys have played I know, Tommy, you recently talked about playing the reboot by Ninja Theory, but this is going back to the original roots of Devil May Cry. That it's looking really cool, actually. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, have any of you played Ori? Ori and the Blind Forest was the original, yeah.
I think so.
We're getting a sequel to that. Oh, you guys haven't. Yeah, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Super beautiful looking Metroidvania game. I wish I should actually be showing these on screen, but I highly recommend the first one. It's pretty hard, but it's so beautiful, and the gameplay is also really solid and just fun to play.
It's on the list.
Yeah, good. I really, really love that game. Let's see. Oh, did any of you... I feel like I'm going through all these games that you guys haven't played. Psychonauts? Has anyone played Psychonauts?
I have.
You played the original?
Like, the start of it. I haven't played too much of it, but I have played it.
Psychonauts 2 finally coming. You know, I really just want a Brutal Legend 2, honestly, from Double Fine. It's been a long time, and I think they showed interest at some point, but Psychonauts is going to be really fun to see. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I know, Tommy, you probably know about this, right? It's by the devs who made Dark Souls and Demon Souls.
Yeah, it's the one that's like more Japanese, well, Asian, I guess.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It looks cool, yeah. It looks like it's kind of a little bit of a blend of the Dark Souls formula that we're used to from Software. God, I hate that dev name so much. But like with a few twists. From Software. From Software. What an awful dev name.
I mean, it's probably just translated from Japanese.
You think
Aren't
so?
they Japanese?
Yeah, I believe they are, yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a translation thing. But yeah, I agree. It's
Oh, did you guys know that the Phoenix Wright games are coming to Steam?
Damn, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Holy
like
shit.
the DS exclusive. They've been for years, and now they're finally coming to Steam as in a remake. It's the 3DS versions, I believe, like which they've been redrawn and stuff. That's cool. Coming 2019 as well. We've got Cyberpunk 2077. Probably Tommy's rolling his eyes. CD Projekt Red hater. Dude,
no, I'm not a CD Projekt.
I know.
Like,
I'm joking.
I would be looking forward to this, but it's like the name has Cyberpunk in it, and I'm really not a fan of Cyberpunk.
Oh, really? That's the reason. I thought you were just like overhyped or something.
It's one of the reasons. Because it's overhyped is one reason too.
Yeah, of
but
course.
I don't know. The reason I'm like not looking forward to the game really is, I mean, I just really don't like the aesthetic of it. I didn't like stuff like Borderlands and stuff either. So.
Fair enough. For me, like it looks amazing. The aesthetic really up my alley. Guf, do you have did you play Witcher 3, Guf? I think you did.
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Are you a fan of any CD Projekt Red games?
I don't think I've played any.
Okay.
Actually, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me try find a game that you guys have played, because you guys play a huge variety of games. It's actually kind of unlucky that we're not lining up here.
There are no games for us in 2019.
Well, I think that's the problem, because we're like all playing different games, but it's just like you increase the pool of games that you can play. So
yeah, but we mix a lot. I think we mix a lot. Okay, how about
True that.
How about okay, Satisfactory, Tommy? I mean, I don't know if we talked about it much. Oh my
god, I was saving that. I was fucking saving that.
Okay.
Damn, I'm so looking forward to that game. That's like the one game that I'm super duper hyped for. So everybody who's ever played something like Factorio or like super modded Minecraft knows exactly what this is. It's like you just go on like some random planet. I don't think you could planet hop or anything. It's just like you're on some random ass planet, and you can build a factory, and that's the game. you find like, apparently there's like wildlife and stuff. You find like ore nodes where you can put like big factories on, and then they extract the ore, and then you can build conveyor belts to make them into bars or whatever, and then you can build weapons and trucks and stuff like that. It's basically Factorio but in 3D, and that's like, that shit is right up my alley.
Yeah,
sounds cool.
It looks really fun. Have you checked it out, Guf, before? Have you seen it?
No, I haven't heard.
It's
what
by
called?
Satisfactory. Like
okay.
The Satisfaction, but
right.
Factory. It's such a beautiful name. It's Coffee Stain Studios, the guys who made Goat Simulator and Sanctum.
Alright.
I'm not sure if they made anything else. They must have. But yeah, it looks really cool. We've also got Spelunky 2. Did any of you play Spelunky?
Yep, I did.
Yeah.
Did you guys enjoy that game?
It's okay.
Yeah, I have the same feeling. I know a lot of people really like that game.
It's a fun game, man. It's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, I think it was just too hard for me. I got pretty far, but then eventually I'm like, it's one of those games where you don't pay attention for literally like a quarter of a second and you're dead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not like
game with that.
It's not like Binding of Isaac kind of roguelike to me where I was hooked and playing it all day every day. Spelunky was kind of like I would drop in every now and again. It's like, oh cool, I got to a new chapter now. This Spelunky 2 actually has got a new aesthetic if I remember correctly. It looks kind of interesting. I want to actually start putting some of these on screen for anyone who wants to watch. Yeah, Spelunky 2.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it.
I don't remember what was different. I think there was like liquids and stuff that maybe
yeah, I see some lava.
I don't really remember. But it looks cool anyway, for me personally. Let's see.
Yeah.
So many. There's a lot of games.
It looks like they actually, for Spelunky, it looks like they actually brought in like a new engine or something. Because the original Spelunky came from a browser game.
Yep.
So
and then this is Spelunky HD that we've been playing on Steam for a while. Looks cool though. Let's see. So many. Have any of you guys heard of Disco Elysium? It's an indie game that's coming out. Looks quite interesting. Let's find a trailer for it. It used to be called something else with Fury. Fuck, I don't remember now. But it seems really interesting. You're basically solving some sort of murder mystery, if I remember correctly. But there's quite detailed skill trees, and it just seems really gritty. I don't know. I don't know if it's one of. It has the potential to maybe be interesting to one of you guys. I don't know. It's cool looking. Actually, I think I could.
Wait. What's it called again?
Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium. Oh, I'm not sure. Like murder mysteries are usually not my thing, so.
That's fair enough. I'm not even. If I remember correctly, it was like some sort of crime game. I haven't played it in a while.
It's detective RPG.
Detective RPG. That's it. Yeah. It looks interesting to me. I'm really curious to see how it turns out.
If there's some RPG shit in it, then sure.
All right, I really like the aesthetic. There's also Beyond Good and Evil 2. Oh, sorry, did you want to say something about that?
No. I just have another one, but go ahead. Okay. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah, have any of you played Beyond Good and Evil?
I have about halfway through, and it's not good. No, it's not gonna be good at all. It's I hate
what
saying
the second
that
game you mean?
Because yeah.
Right.
The first one was really good, and the story was fun as far as I got into it. But I cannot see EA take this game and not ruin it.
Ubisoft.
I'm sorry.
Ubisoft. And it was published by Ubisoft. Sorry. You mean modern day Ubisoft, I assume.
Modern day Ubisoft. Yeah.
I mean,
could they're gonna look at what they did through Assassin's Creed and stuff like that.
I mean, I've played all the Assassin's Creed games except the latest two, and they keep the formula the same. Like they never really screwed with it. And same with Far Cry and stuff. The IPs, like they tie a lot of stuff together. Like they all have towers and all that, but they still remain faithful. Beyond Good and Evil, though,
I disagree.
They're like super advertising, like spaceships and co-op, which is nothing like Beyond Good and Evil 1. But if I remember correctly, the lead designer was saying stuff like, "This is." Now he can basically do what he wanted to always do with Beyond Good and Evil because of the technology we've basically produced. So maybe this is what Beyond Good and Evil was always meant to be. I don't know.
I guess so, but I just don't see Ubisoft. I want to stay open-minded about this, but I don't see Ubisoft doing anything like good with it. They're gonna just pump.
I'm excited, but I'm also like just a bit worried. Like. I hope it's still Beyond Good and Evil-y in some sort of form. I don't know. The spaceships, all the spaceship stuff sounded and looked cool, but yeah, I don't know. Ooh, I'm looking forward to the Cuphead DLC coming out this year. Delicious Last Course. Cuphead, Guf. Fucking calling you Cuphead. Guf, have you finished Cuphead? Gufhead.
No, I haven't finished it yet. No.
You haven't?
Well, they're planning. Finished it either.
Oh, I didn't even realize you played it, Tommy.
Yeah, I played it when it came out.
I started playing it, then I forgot about it.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Oh my god, I loved that game. Like me and Simi did a full Let's Play on our channel. I think it's really funny if you want to check it out. But yeah, Last Course should be adding a whole new chapter and bosses and stuff. We're really excited to play it. We'll probably Let's Play it there as well. But yeah, I'm excited about that. We've got Indivisible, a new game from the devs that made Skullgirls. I believe that's the only game they made as that team. Because when did Skullgirls come out? That was a long time ago.
I know the name. I don't even know Skullgirls. Wasn't that like a platformer thing?
No, it's a 2D fighter, kind of like
the
older arcadey fighters that we used to have. Skullgirls, me and Simi played so much. It was really a lot of fun. And yeah, we're getting a new game from those devs. It's a completely new genre though, some sort of RPG platformer. I'm not entirely sure, but it's like a weird mix, inspired by some older types of RPGs. Indivisible. Do they have a Steam page? Yes, they do. As always, the art looks really amazing, and the character designs and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know if it's your type of thing at all, but it's I'm really excited for it. I'm really curious to see what else these guys are gonna make.
That looks more like a JRPG.
Yeah. It's some weird kind of battle system. It's like kind of turn-based, but you play as multiple characters at once or something. I don't really remember now. It's been a while, but it does look really cool.
Oh, as long as it mixes up the formula I'm in.
Yeah.
I have the game.
Yeah, you throw something.
I'm looking forward to. Anno 1800.
Oh yeah. Right. When was that announced, by the way? Because it kind of surprised me.
A long time ago.
Okay, right.
Before Gamescom 2 years ago.
All right.
So yeah, anybody who hasn't played the Anno games, they're like super popular in Germany because they're German made. They essentially, it's like it's a building game. It's a base building game, but with very little combat. The first ones were all like, you have a pirate ship, well, like the normal ship, and then you just build like an island, and then you have to progress through other islands that all have different biomes, so you can get like different resources like spices and like whale oil and stuff like that. So essentially, your biggest enemy in Anno was always the economy, and even in the newer ones, I haven't played the very newest one, but I've played some of the more modern ones. It's all about like essentially fighting the economy and growth, and less about fighting. So it's an RTS without fighting, essentially. Sometimes you get like pirates and stuff, but
what's the win condition? Like, how do you complete a game of Anno?
It depends. Like if you I know the like modern one has 1 billion systems that I haven't all finished, but usually it's just you can play against AI and just kill everything, build the biggest town you can. It's more about like make your own goal, but they usually have a campaign too.
Okay.
And this one goes back to I didn't like the future aesthetic of the newer ones, where it's oh yeah, you're flying to Mars and here's a different planet and here's another one. I'm like, okay, it's kind of like islands. It kind of makes sense, but I like the older ones better, where you just like go from island to island. And this is playing in 1800s, so yeah, I'm really excited.
It looks cool. I think it was you, Tommy, that told me the secret behind the Anno names, right? Like if you can't remember what the number is.
Yeah, I mean, the way I remember it, because I played the first one too. The first one was 1602, and then I always added or subtracted 99 years. Apparently, how the developers do it, they just add all the numbers up, and if they go to 9, then you're done. Like 1800, 18 is 9, and then 2 zeros stays at 9. It's 9, and then 1602 is 9. 1503 is 9. Yeah.
1404, 2070. That's pretty funny. I didn't realize there were so many Anno games.
I mean, the first Anno game came out what, like 20 years ago?
Yeah. It's really old.
It's been a while.
Guf, you got anything? Or you just Doom? You're gonna be playing Doom all year.
I'm gonna be playing Doom. One thing I am excited about, but it's not a game, but it's game related, is who will take the crown of making the best gaming processors? Because Intel has, I mean, for now it has been Intel for like over 10 years. but AMD is gonna release new processors, and it looks like they might be really good.
I mean,
but Intel will probably also release new ones.
So it's
and
gonna
how
be
will
a new,
they compare?
It's gonna be a new arms race with processors. It's gonna
be exciting.
I mean, isn't AMD already releasing processors, or you're just saying like a whole new generation?
Yeah. I mean, they are, but if you want a processor for gaming and you want the best, then you'll buy an Intel.
All right.
I mean, if you want the best of the best, you spend $4,000 on the processor anyway. So yeah.
Yeah. AMD's. I mean, people argue that AMD's, I believe, cheaper, but still like bang for your buck, right? Still strong, but
they are very good bang for your buck. But if you want the very best and you have money to spend, you buy an Intel.
Fair enough. All right, cool. Yeah. That sounds good. Advancing in technology
one more
is always
game.
a good thing. Yeah, go on.
Sorry, one more game that's like coming out very soon that everybody's gonna be talking about. Everybody's gonna be really disappointed with is Anthem.
Anthem, man, that's another game. I was describing Rage, how it doesn't click with me. There's something about Anthem as well where it's like, it looks like it should be fun, but I just don't give a shit at all. Yeah, it's weird.
It looks like they saw, hey, this is what they got with or like this is the new thing. The Destiny shooters.
Destiny, yeah.
And then they released it like 3 years too late. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, again, I'm gonna wait for like an open beta or something where I can play and with some friends if anyone wants to try, and we just like do a co-op.
Yeah, sure, I'll try it.
And I think that would be like a good way to actually see if it's fun or not, because it looks like it has the formula to be fun, but it's also generic. But generic isn't always a bad thing necessarily, as long as you're not paying 60 euros for it. I don't know. Yeah, a bit meh, right?
Yeah, it's very meh for me.
Yeah. There's have any of you played Stanley Parable?
I have.
Yeah, we're getting a ultra deluxe version of that. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh,
with
okay.
All new endings and choices.
Oh, right.
I really love the original Stanley Parable.
I didn't even play it that much. I played for like an hour. And I was like, okay, cool. I've seen like 4 endings.
I mean, that's
that's
one way to play the game, sure. But for me, I was like seeking all the endings because they're really funny and they're diverse and just I love all the dialogue.
Yeah, but I like couldn't be asked to remember. Oh, this time I went left. This time I went right. Like every single time, like going through different paths.
I mean,
and I don't want to make a spreadsheet either.
I'm now at like 100 hours for the Hitman reboot because this is the kind of person I am. If I love the game and there's a lot to see, then I'll like try and complete it in many different ways, and that's what I've been doing with. That's what I did with Stanley Parable. That's what I'm doing with Hitman now as well. But yeah, I mean, it's fair enough to just like go through it a few times. That's the way the game is meant to be anyway.
Yeah.
We've also got Metro Exodus is coming soon. Another game I'm incredibly excited about, but also worried. I just really hope it's good because I love Metro 2033 and Last Light. But Exodus is the first game where they're going open world pretty much. And that's been that's kind of always been. I'm really not a fan of open world. There are many games that I love that are open world, and I think they do it well, like Just Cause 3, Assassin's Creed, whatever. But Metro, I don't know. There was something so beautiful about those games. Like the game knows exactly where you're gonna go, where from. So it's all very scripted and just like sculpted perfectly, just for you to be really immersed and have all the atmosphere. And open world, I really don't know if that's gonna ruin it or not. We'll see. But I have faith. The devs are really talented, but I am a bit worried. Have any of you played the Metro games?
I remember booting up the first one, but back then, I had a really shitty PC that ran like ass, and I couldn't get into it. I remember there was like a gun where you could pump. You could pump the gun and then shoot bullets that would deal damage or something.
Apparently, I have played Metro 2033, but not for long.
Okay, I highly recommend the games. Although 2033 is a bit dated now. Get the Redux or whatever it's called. Love those games. I love them. If you like single player atmospheric games, like kind of like BioShock, Half-Life, that genre-ish. If you like that kind of single player stuff. Dying Light, I don't know. Guf, I know we played it together a little bit. I completed it on my own as well once. Thomi?
It's installed. I really wanted to play it by now.
Okay.
But
Dying Light 2 coming out next year, I believe.
This year.
Yeah, this year. Looks Looks really interesting. I loved Dying Light 1, one of my favorite zombie games. Yeah, that's it. Cool game. I just hope the second one's good too. I'm really excited for that as well. Serious Sam 4. Have any of you played Serious Sams?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't really like them.
Really? Like you like Doom, so I kind of would have expected you to like this kind of.
Yeah,
it's nowhere near as refined as Doom.
No.
I'll agree with you there. Which ones did you play?
Like the 2 first ones.
Okay, fair enough. If you didn't like them, then you don't like them. Yeah, they're very old school, like Duke Nukem, Doom kind of shooters.
Yeah.
But and they're just like, I mean, yeah, the character is basically like Duke Nukem. He just like says one-liners all the time, but yeah, I really enjoy those. I'm just curious to see Serious Sam 4 as well. You might like them in VR, Guf, since you've got a headset.
Maybe.
We've got. Okay, yeah, go on. You want to say something?
Oh, apparently, Fortnite Save the World is gonna be released in 2019.
No, the game that they delayed for 5 years because they made so much money with the Battle
Oh,
Royale.
Save the World, the original. Wait,
Yes.
that's been out, hasn't it? It's been a
I
thing.
don't think so.
I don't think so. No, if you start the launcher, it just tells
Seriously?
you that it's there, but it's coming out soon.
Oh, it was
man.
released as paid for early access. Yeah. So I mean,
Okay.
if you bought it, you could play it, but
You know-
it was early access.
You know, before Fortnite became what it is now, I was actually really excited for that. I was like looking at Fortnite, and I thought it looked really
Yeah,
fun.
I remember that.
Yeah, it looked really
Yeah.
fun, that Save the World stuff, like fortifying against zombies and stuff.
Eh.
I don't know, it looked cool to me. We've got.
What I don't like about this, maybe it's just me, but when I'm playing games like that, I see the same things with like Rust. I love building shit, like just building a base or something, but I love having like pre-baked buildings that actually look decent from the get-go. Like if I build like say a factory, then it looks like a factory. If I build a house in like Rust or Ark or Fortnite, it's like this huge like massacre of blocks, just like big blocks of stone or metal or whatever, and I really don't like that.
I mean, you enjoyed Minecraft. You've played tons of Minecraft, haven't you?
Yeah, but in Minecraft, the blocks are like way smaller, and you can even then in Minecraft, it's for me it's less about the base building, it's more about like the.
I mean, yeah.
progression
Also, the
within
Fortnite campaign thing. I don't think you're meant to be building a city. It's just like put walls to stop the
Yeah.
zombie. It's like a fortification.
Yeah, I
that's
know,
it.
but you could just like make it like an RTS game where you just have like a wall and you can extend it or something like that. I don't know. I feel
whatever.
like that could be solved better than just putting like just walls up. Eh.
Alright. This game looks really cool. Have any of you played? I believe it's the devs who brought us Oxenfree. I've been interested in that, but I've never played it. Here, I'll send you guys a link. It's called After Party. Really like the aesthetic. I'm not entirely sure what the gameplay is going to be. Probably like Oxenfree, just kind of story-driven, atmospheric, talking game. Again, I haven't played Oxenfree, but this looks really cool. I really like the aesthetic of it.
Yeah, the aesthetic looks great. I agree.
The purple. I love all these demons, the way they look, and I don't know. Looks great. Gonna be coming 2019. Yeah, looks cool.
I've never gotten into Oxenfree, but yeah, this looks good.
There's some people
it's-
who will like gobble up games like this. Just story-driven indie games. There's a lot of stuff like that that looks cool.
Can we just have 2 years per year so I have enough time to play through all of those video games? Jesus.
Yeah,
Sure, we can do that.
honestly, I've joked so many times that I would love just a year of no games that I'm into to come out so I can just catch up on everything. But I'll probably, I mean, you know, I don't know if anyone else has fallen into this. I have a huge list of, oh yeah, I want to play this game. And then I'm finally done with the game I want, and then I just kind of don't know what to play. Or
Yeah, that. And like for me, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I see other people play those video games. And I know they know the video games that I like, but I don't think maybe it's not for me. And then I try it like later, and it's the best. I have a game for that later down the line.
Same. Well, I'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I've got Team Sonic Racing. Nothing else to say. Sonic Transformed was so good. I'm really excited for a new one. Although I don't know if the cars transformed. That was kind of one of the coolest parts. I don't know if any of you guys give a shit about Sonic or racing. but I love
Racing
that game.
cool. Sonic, no. Fuck Sonic.
Racing for
Sonic, yes. Racing, no.
yeah, good. Racing, I don't care about racing, but when it's arcadey racing, like Mario Kart, Sonic, and all that stuff, then you got me. We need more fictional sports games, I think.
We need more like racing games that are like Trackmania. Holy shit! I just want to play Trackmania.
There's a lot of Trackmania games.
Yeah, I know, but nobody plays them anymore. I tried playing like the game that I played in my childhood so much was Trackmania Nations, and I picked that out like a couple months ago, and there was like 15 people playing.
Is that the free-to-play one?
Yeah, and to be fair, they fucked it up too. Oh my god, how can you fuck up a free-to-play game that much? Like, you can put ads in the thing if you like if you want to earn some money from your free-to-play game. Go ahead, put like some microtransactions in it. But like, they had like a thing where you could play 3 races and then you have to sit out 1 race and watch, unless you buy the premium. Like, oh my god, that made me stop the game instantly.
That sounds annoying.
Yeah, it really is.
Another indie game I've got here, published by Devolver Digital, is called My Friend Pedro. I think you guys might get a kick out of it. Just check it out. It's a game about, I don't know, there's a talking banana narrating the trailer, so you know it's going to be kind of bonkers. But the game is all about just like Max Payne, slow-mo, jumping, shooting people, like jumping off of enemies and stuff. It looks so crazy, but just a lot of fun.
I got really confused. I saw like the picture on Steam, and it's just a banana.
It's
like,
a banana.
Guns around, and then I go to the trailer, not to the I go to like the pictures. It's like all just shooting. I'm like, what the fuck does banana?
I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if this banana is like, maybe it's like Ratatouille. He's in the mask controlling the guy. I don't know.
Yeah, but that looks fun.
It looks fun. It looks really fun. It reminds me of a game. What was it called? Oh, God. You guys know the Magica devs.
Wait, sorry, really quick.
Yeah, what's up?
I remember I saw that game like a while ago, and I just now that I'm scrolling through the pictures in the My Friend Pedro game, you can shoot a pan and it bounces off, like the bullets bounce off the pan and hit other people.
Yep.
And like that part I remember very vividly. Yeah, that game looked super fun.
Shadow. Okay. What are the devs? Okay, Arrowhead Game Studios. The devs who made Magica made some game that was like this years ago. It didn't do very well at all. Oh, whatever. Okay. It was a multiplayer game where, like, it was all about just action movie kills and stuff, but it was actually really fun, but didn't last very long.
Never heard about that.
Okay, Mortal Kombat 11, nothing much to say. Looking forward to that. We've got... Okay, I'm pretty much almost done with my list now.
Damn, that's a long-ass list.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic.
What? I just noticed this.
It actually
Streets
is a lot.
of Rage 4.
What?
Streets of Rage 4.
Oh, really?
Sounds awesome.
They're making new Streets of Rage?
Yeah. Released 2019.
Streets of Rage 4. Does it have a Steam page yet? No. Is it even coming to PC? We don't.
I don't know.
I have another game.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry, you finish yours, but I just got really excited.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh! The Yakuza remaster is coming to PC.
Oh my god.
I need to play this. Oh my god, I can't wait. It's coming out in like February or something.
What's it called? Kiwami?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The remake of the first game.
I think it's called. Yeah, it's a remake of the first game.
Yeah, Kiwami.
And since the Yakuza games are all PlayStation exclusives, or were until recently apparently, they're putting all the remasters on PC, and I got so into Yakuza 0. Oh my god, the story was so good. And then all the side quests, it was such an insane game. I just want more.
Yeah.
I just need more. I want to see more of the characters, because I know, like, apparently the characters are pretty consistent throughout the series. Nobody ever, I mean, a couple people die, but nobody ever dies, even though there's like a guy on the fucking, okay, I
don't say it too much.
Yeah, there's some shit where, like, obviously, that would 100% fucking kill you, but it doesn't, they just get back up. It's like, whatever. Yeah,
they look fun.
I'm really excited for that shit.
Yeah, I've said it a million times. I'm happy to see console stuff coming to PC finally.
Yes.
Okay, the last game on my list. I know you can't not love the look of this game. Okay, it's called Untitled Goose Game. It's got a Steam store page. You play as a goose who just wants to bother everyone. And it's what does it look like? I don't know. It's got some kind of like physics driven graphics. It's got this also pastel look, and you just go around quacking at people, trying to steal objects from them. And it seems in this level you've got an objective to do the washing, so you have to put soap bars in water with all these clothes.
That goose is an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I love games where you play birds.
Really? You're laughing now, Tommy. Have you played Ostrich Island? Because me and Guf did a full.
Specific.
We did a full play. It is specific. What's your favorite genre? Bird games.
Bird game.
Have you played Guf? Have you played that game where you date birds? What's it called?
What? There is a bird dating
was it
game?
How to Fool Boyfriend? How to Fool Boyfriend.
Oh no.
It's I mean, you're like basically dating anime boys, I think, but they have bird sonas.
They're all animals.
I don't think you plays the bird though, so that's not for you. Actually, never mind.
Yeah.
there's a
I
pigeon
think
in there somewhere.
you play a human, right?
I think you play
Don't you?
human, maybe. But look at the way this goose waddles. I love it. Like it,
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
awesome.
really funny. But yeah, Tommy, me and Guf played this game called Ostrich Island, and it looks awful. Like when you look at it aesthetically, I mean, okay, I shouldn't say awful, but it looks really
A bit dated.
a bit dated.
Yeah,
But it's
I've seen it.
it's genuinely, I mean, at least for me, genuinely, I think Guf, you enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I thought it was a really fun game. It's so silly and kind of janky, but they have no trailer of gameplay here. Whatever. Love that
And
game.
I just bought it.
Oh my
Good
god.
job, Tommy.
I mean, it's a lot
It
more
was
fun.
€1.49. It's a fucking cheeseburger. Okay?
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I mean, you should probably get a friend to play it with. I don't know if I'm feeling up to replaying it this soon, but it's a really fun game, honestly. At least with in co-op with a friend who's like having a laugh with you. Yeah.
I'll save it.
Any other bird games, Scuff? Sounded like you've got some sort of collection there.
Oh, there was that VR bird game that you probably didn't play from Ubisoft. Is that even out? That
that
one that
one.
was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really fucking stupid to look at on like E3 or something.
Where you play as a bird or you ride a bird or something?
I don't know. I think I just remember like 4 people sitting on a couch looking really fucking awkward
Something
as they
like that.
fly through VR. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember fully. I don't know, Guff, you've got something? A bird game? Tell me some bird games.
I mean, there aren't that many of them.
I'm gonna search
So,
best games where you play as a bird.
You get like a whole BuzzFeed article.
There's a Steam curator called Games with Bird.
Oh boy.
Let's see what's on there. You got How to Fool Boyfriend.
Oh my God,
You got
why?
Snakebird. That's a good game. I love that game. You've got
What was Snakebird?
Snakebird is incredibly hard puzzle game. I think it's so fun, and I did a
I played that.
yeah. It's really fun, really colorful, and let's show it off a little bit. I did a review on it. I think it's such a good puzzle game, like really perfect. I think some of the best puzzle games are when it's just a simple mechanic, but it takes a lot of time to just master.
Yeah.
It can be a bit
Agree.
frustrating though, but I also like it's just kind of part of it. I don't know. I love that game. Oh yeah, there's Aviary Attorney. It's like Ace Attorney but with birds. This is a good Steam.
course it
This is a
is.
good Steam curator. You've got
Wait, what the
Owlboy.
fuck? Wait, Shenmue's coming out in July, September, or
Shenmue
something
3.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What
never
the
played.
fuck?
I never played the originals, so I don't really have an attachment to them. I'm curious to try them though, because people are jizzing over this game's release.
No, they're not. They were back then. The thing is, Shenmue did a lot of like I haven't played it either, but from what I've seen and heard from many people, Shenmue is one of those games that like did a lot of things very, very that were very new at the time,
Yeah.
like a real-time system. But it put them in like really weirdly. Like for example, there's like missions. They're like, oh, you gotta start this mission at 6 a.m. and it's like I don't know, 8 p.m. and you gotta like there's no time forwarding thing like in Zelda.
Yeah.
So you just like have to deal with it. You just have to like go and do something else until it's 6 a.m. and if you miss it, well, fuck, gotta wait another day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if people want that kind of game now. I mean, probably the people that enjoyed the original Shenmue will, but
Yeah, it was revolutionary at the time, but I don't think if they make it like if they make like a good game, then it's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's just another like good game. You could yeah, that's like what I anticipate. But
I'll play it at some point soon and
probably
give my opinion. Yeah, that's my list of games I'm looking forward to. Do you guys have anything else, or should we move on to something else?
I'm looking through it right now, but there's like some stuff there's another Far Cry game coming out for whatever reason.
Nah. don't really care.
Yeah, exactly.
Far Cry and Assassin's Creed, I enjoy the series, but I don't buy them every time they come out. I'll just like take a huge break. Like Assassin's Creed, I played the first 4 or something when they released, and then I was kind of done. But I still really wanted the other ones, but I just played them like, I don't know, 6-7 years later, all in a bunch. And Far Cry is the same. They're fun games, but don't need them every year.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't really see anything.
Okay. And I'm sure there's going to be even more that hasn't been announced yet. But this is just what we know will come soon. Okay, I've actually got... If we're done with the 2019 games, you feel free to just jump in if you remember one. But there's this cool, interesting project that one of the developers behind Vlambeer is doing. It's called Meditations. And it's a new game launcher where basically...
oh no.
It's not what you think. So there's going to be a free game every day for the entire year. And they're all free. They're all going to take about 5 minutes to finish. And they all can just be like something reflecting something about the developer's life that made it. But they're all different developers that made each game. Yeah, and they're only available to play on that day until, I guess, next year. I think they'll loop the games. So
damn, that sounds really interesting. Holy
it sounds
shit.
interesting. Unfortunately, the one game I played, I missed the first day. That's my only like qualm with the game, I guess. I would like to be able to play. I mean, I get that they're not amazing games. They're not meant to be archived and played a billion times. But even going in with that in mind, I would like to just have at least this month's games in case I miss them. And I get it, it's not a huge deal if you miss it, whatever, it's just some random little game. But yeah, I don't want to feel pressured, I guess, to like play every single one every day. But yeah, I played the second day's one, was pretty like severely disappointed. Pretty lame, boring game in my opinion. And I have an open mind with like small indie games, stuff like this, but it was pretty boring. I don't know, I haven't tried today's one. So today's only the 3rd day. But if you want to check it out, it's Meditations.
Meditations.
It's it'll download, I think, this month's worth of games, and then every day it'll update and allow you to play that one. So I don't know, I'm curious to try out today's one. We'll see. It's a cool idea. It's a really cool idea, I think.
I have one more thing that came to mind.
Sure.
I just see a name here that I can't do anything with. That's Minecraft Dungeons. But what I'm looking forward to is apparently it's coming out this year. I'm not sure though. The Guild 3. I don't know if anyone of you has ever played the Guild games.
You got it for me. You wanted me to play it, the first one, when it was on sale, and
yes,
I can totally see the appeal, but I didn't like. I was really not up for playing that kind of game right now.
I don't know what it is with like that's also a thing I really gotta try. All the like farming simulators. I don't know. There must be something that like there's something inside of the Germans that they make like really good progression games. I don't know why or what that is, but like the older Guild games I didn't like 2 that much, but the first one is like insanely good. It's one of those it's kind of like, I don't know, you start with nothing, you don't really have like any enemies that, I mean, you can make enemies, but you don't have anything like super duper involved with combat. It's mostly about you just build your own thing. You start in a medieval town somewhere in Germany, and you start with like a small business, like you have either like a forge or maybe like a fuck, I forgot the name. There's for table makers and stuff like that. Like you got like a wood workshop. Yeah, a carpenter, or you can have a little bar or something. And then depending on what you pick, you have like different. You have different activities you can do. Like obviously, if you only have like a workshop of some kind, then usually just like buy materials, make stuff, sell stuff, handle your employees. But also there's big politics involved. You can become, you can like climb up the ranks and become the mayor. You can have like really big influences on a lot of your towns. You can be like a thief sort of person. You can sabotage your competitors. It's like essentially you're just like a person in a town. It's not just like a simulator. or it's not just like a like building sim. It's you play as a person, and then when you die, like you need to find like a woman too, one out of the town, and marry her and get kids, and then when you die, you take over as your kid, and you keep going with your legacy.
I remember you could do like, I think if I remember correctly, I had the option to jump out the window or something at some point.
Yeah. If you like if you're like, oh shit, my character's like garbage, and I have a son, then you could just jump out the window, kill yourself.
I think I did it without a son, and I failed. It was game over or something. I think I stopped playing then. I mean, yeah, it's very specific. I think the type of player that would like this, but for those types of people, they'll love this kind of game.
Yeah, and the second one, I don't know. They did a lot of things wrong, and I've seen stuff of the third one. It looks like they're really ambitious with that stuff. But just like Germans love their Sims, German games are every single one of them, fucking gothic as well. They're all buggy as fuck. Like the new one, I understand it's an early access, but it's like, oh my god! Apparently it runs like ass. It like, there was a lot of I haven't seen it in ages, but.
Is there early access of Guild, or what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's early access or like a beta or something. Okay. If you buy the game. But yeah, oh my god, I'm waiting for that game to come out. That shit is my jam. You know.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. Maybe you'd enjoy it, Guf.
Maybe I would.
Maybe you would.
Maybe.
So, I've actually been playing a lot of. Like a really diverse number of games the last 2-3 weeks. I guess we can segue a little bit off of the Guild into Civ 5. I've been playing Civilization 5 a lot. Man, there's something about Civ 5 that just like, I mean, even though one match will take like a week, it's just so much fun. I haven't played. I mean, Thomi, have you played any of the Civ games?
I did. I just got I just found it really funny every time. I go a lot on my Steam like activity page just out of boredom. I just go there, and then like the past like week, every time I went on there, like the first thing that pops up, MrWoodenSheep and Similar City are playing Civilization 5 for 11 hours.
Oh, does it actually say how long?
Yes.
Okay.
How long.
Some of it is idle time, I'll tell you. 11 hours.
The longest I've seen was 11, but like 8 on average.
Holy fuck, dude!
Every time, like in the evening.
It's a good game. I mean, now I've got a little bit of burnout. I need to take like a few days break, but I'll be back into it. Cause yeah, one match will take you a long time.
Yeah, if you play co-op, that's your own fault. You could finish a match in like a day. But that's why I don't play that game co-op. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, with many people it takes a long time. Just 2 of us is okay. It's manageable. But that's fun, man. I've also been playing Diner Duo. I finally got it. I was like, fuck it. It's my birthday. I bought it. Diner Duo is a co-op VR game. Thomi has played it as well. Yep. Where one person is in the headset. Let me just put this on screen. One person's in the headset cooking. And they're all, like, I love the animation. I mean, animation. Just, they look so lively because it's VR. Fully tracked hands and stuff. You've got this little customizable, you can even change the height and stuff of your little table and stuff like that. But yeah, you can cut all the ingredients together. And the other player that you've got, I mean, you can play the single players or with a bot, but I imagine it's nowhere near as fun. But in co-op, you've got the other person on either the keyboard or controller outside of VR, and they're the waiter. They're like a little cute robot. And stuff can get hectic as well for them. They need to go to each customer, tell you what their order is, and you need to both just kind of memorize it. Like, okay, we need a number 1 and a number 7. And so
yeah, then you gotta remember the recipe.
It gets so hard.
About shakes and drinks.
Yeah, the waiter has to serve drinks. Yeah. But I mean, it's fun to also just like mess around. You get little different hats and stuff. But and there's only so many ingredients. It's like 6 or 7. So you can finish the game in like 3 hours or something. That's what we did. But it's replayable if you enjoy cooking and just having fun with your friend. But
it's overcooked VR.
It kind of is overcooked VR. Yeah. It gets really hectic and really hard.
Yeah. We had some trouble later down the line.
Yeah, really fun though. I strongly recommend it.
Like the most fun I've had with it.
Thomi? Guf?
Oh, he had too much fun, I guess.
Yep, there he goes. All right. Have you played? Oh, actually, you said recently that you played Overcooked, Guf. because he
Yes,
mentioned
I did.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, sorry, did I disconnect?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I'm back.
Okay, hey. Back
So
from the
sorry,
dead.
really quick. I don't know where I stopped. So I'll just like start again. The best thing is you can like throw. You can like throw your shit. You can like make the burgers and then throw them at the tables, and they actually land on the tables. If I remember correctly.
Yes, I did that recently, and you even get like a little tennis racket or like a bug swatter. I don't know, and you can smack the burger off the racket, and it lands on the customer. It's so funny.
If your waiter takes too long, you can be like, when you're bored in the VR headset, you can just throw like patties at the fucking waiter.
That's
it's
not
so
a
funny.
dude. Later in the later levels, there's no downtime. No downtime.
I know that at the start we had like some downtime, so I just
Yeah.
threw shit at the waiter all the time.
I don't know if you know this, but they actually added. I don't think you've played since then. They added a cupcake shop. Where you don't make the cupcake, there's just many sets of cupcakes, and you'd have to put them in the tray, and it's fun. And like they redesigned the shop and stuff. I love that game. It's really cool. I just want more content for it. Yeah, there's actually another game that I would like to play with you guys since you have VR. I forgot what it's called now. It's some sort of competitive chef game in VR where you can basically do the same thing, but you can throw stuff at each other as well. And yeah, it's fun. I'll try find the name.
I want to throw stuff at you.
Thank you. I want to throw stuff for you too. I'll try find the name and we can maybe play it someday.
You guys were talking Overcooked?
Yeah, I was talking Overcooked. I just
Sorry
wanted to. I just came back to it because me and Simi took a break a long time ago, and we came back to it again recently. Man, that game is really hard. Like I don't know. First of all, I love that they actually mix things up more or less. Every level is a whole new thing. Like there's one with rats, and there's now a conveyor belt, stuff like that. Really fun game, but. One thing I dislike, I mean, it's hard, cool, whatever, but we still managed, we got like pretty much 2 stars out of 3 on most levels. I just don't like that the game does this thing where in order to progress the game, you need to get a certain amount of stars. So
I really don't mind that because you could just like you don't need an insane amount of stars. You just go play the easy levels.
that's what I'm saying though. We actually did pretty decently, and like we got pretty much 2 stars on all levels except like 1. We got 1 star, and then we have to go replay that one. I don't. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you could get 3 stars too.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of breaks the flow of a game for me, but yeah, that's.
I really didn't mind that at all. We
Okay.
had super fun. On a side note, I know we're not in that section yet, but I gotta talk about it for a second. Fuck. Let me find the name of the game. I played a game like a while ago. That essentially it is Overcooked and FTL at the same time.
Oh,
it's like,
you showed it to me, and it looked really cool.
Fuck.
Yeah, try find the name.
Catastronauts is the game.
Catastrophes.
It's like, oh my god, that game is a fucking blast. If anybody who ever played Overcooked and enjoyed Overcooked, oh my god, that game is such a fucking fun game.
FTL and Overcooked sounds so funny.
It's literally FTL. And they just throw away all of the controls, and they throw away all the people except you. And then you have to handle the entire ship. And they did some really cool stuff. It's a really short game. We finished it in 4 hours. But we didn't get all stars, but we got pretty close. Essentially you have you're fighting a different another ship, just like an FTL. And you have cannons everywhere, and you have like all the cannons work differently too. You've got
And he's
cannons.
Oh.
You have to like extinguish fire. You have to repair the ship all over the place. There's like leaks everywhere, and there's airlocks where you can open like the air. That is like the funniest shit. If you open like an airlock, it opens all the doors that are adjacent to it at the same time, essentially. And if you have to go into like a relatively specific room to not get blown out. So sometimes it's like, oh shit, there's a fire, gotta open the airlock, and then like your friend opens the airlock and you just fly out.
That sounds great, man.
And the cannons, like it sounds a little bit like you would think it's less co-op-y, but there's stuff like there's like a cannon where you have to get a it's not a battery, but it's like a liquid in a little glass container, and you have to get it from the machine that produces it to the cannon, and then both press the cannon button at the same time. And or you press the there's 2 buttons, you have to press one after the other, but you can't just walk in between, so you have to have both people on and stuff like that. And if you drop the glass container, it just explodes and everything burns.
It sounds great.
So you can't put it on the ground and pick up a fire extinguisher or anything because you drop it. Oh my god, that game is so fun.
Yeah, it also.
I highly recommend.
That I'm definitely gonna grab that at some point. Another game if people are into that kind of game. I know you also played it, Tommy. Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time.
Yes.
Is also kind of like FTL but live. Like you just have this like circular spaceship, and it actually it latches onto gravity orbit paths around like small planets and stuff. But you can basically.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Like you've got different cannons. One person's on a shield, one person's on a jet. I didn't realize the game was 4 players. I guess I forgot that. That would be maybe fun to try. But you can also combine different types of gems to basically create new types of weapons. And yeah, that's a really fun game as well. Yeah, but cool. That other game looks really fun. Been playing a lot of Uno recently as well. Me, Guf, and like 3 other friends got it. It's really fun. That's it. It's Uno. It's a good game.
Yes.
Okay.
+4.
What?
+4.
Don't know what +4 means, but yes. Oh right, +4 the
Uno.
card. You're giving me
Oh
PTSD here, dude. Okay. Okay, we'll say one more good game that I've been playing, and then we're gonna go into some real special. Okay, so we played also Golf It and Golf with Friends, another really fun game. Kind of, I don't really know what to describe. It's a mini golfing game. I don't know what you want me to tell you, but it was really a blast to play, especially when you turn on collision and you can fuck each other up, like just all collide in the path. And I thought
Or you can do what Sheep does and just sit in front of the hole and wait for someone to push you in.
that wasn't deliberate. It's just I happened to get to the hole, and I was like,
You could have sounded so cool just saying, yeah, I did that.
that would have been cool. No, what I did was I offered Steam Wallet to people, and I was like, I'll give you Steam Wallet if you push me in the hole. I want the hole in one. But no one ever did it. But I actually
counts as hole in one?
Yeah, because you didn't putt the ball a second time.
That's so dumb.
Golf It is really fun. I actually really like that one. I think this one's an inspired game by Golf with Friends, which is 1 year older. But I really liked Golf It. That was a good game. Golf with Friends we're still getting through. But yeah, cool fun games. Okay. And now the big old kicker. Me and Tommy played Atlas, the latest game from the Ark developers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the game that works perfectly fine.
Yeah. I put up a video on the game actually like 1-2 days after it came out. I thought it was really funny. If anyone wants to check it out, I'll show a little bit of it here. But me and Tommy made just the most hideous abomination creatures that we possibly could. First of all, the character creator is actually really impressive. I like the detail you can get into. And because of that, we made abominations. But the game was so incredibly broken. I believe they've patched it out now. A lot of the issues.
Oh no, not all of it.
I think so, because the developers actually offered me a second review code, and they were like, "Here, jump into the game with someone else and try it out because we fixed a lot of stuff."
Give me that review code.
I actually threw it as a giveaway for my viewers, which they said we can do as well. But
screw you.
Didn't you buy the game and then you refunded it?
No, I refunded it.
Oh, and then you wanted it again. I was like, oh, I thought, okay, everyone that wants it, okay, whatever. I gave it to my viewers. They deserve it more than you, Tommy.
Wow.
But actually, let me show a bit of footage here from our video. God, this game. It was so broken, so funny. I mean, it was mostly our characters that were we were taking the piss a little bit. But everything was just rubber banding, man. It was one of the most broken games I've ever played, honestly. Just absolutely abysmal launch.
It was so broken that the fucking water it just time warped back and forth in time. The waves went back and forth in time on the water. That's how broken it was.
Really awful, and you couldn't hit anything, and it was terrible. The game does look like fun though, so I will jump into it again at some point.
When it's less broken.
When it's less
I've seen some Forsen streams, so well, I'm not watching Force, but I see like the clips on Reddit all the time, and oh my god, that game is something.
And yeah, people are like losing hours of progress and stuff. I don't want to deal with that, so I'm gonna wait and see. But if you want to check out my video, it's called Abominations and Glitches on MrWoodenSheep's channel. Oh boy, yeah, just a grand old time. I just saw this little frame here from my video. Good stuff. Yeah. Atlas. Okay, I've got one last game I can talk about, and then you guys are pretty much free to say whatever you want. But a game I was very late to the boat to, and I started playing recently with Guf and a few other friends, is 7 Days to Die. And Thomi, I would highly recommend the game to you. I feel like you would. I think it's right up your alley if you. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hit and miss. There's some games that you play like this where you're like, meh, whatever, okay. But this one, it's really hard to get me into a crafting game, let alone a survival game, all that stuff. But this one has just gripped me so much. I don't know. I think it's changed a lot since it came out. It's had a lot of reiterations. But 7 Days to Die is a game where you... It's basically Minecraft, but it doesn't look like Minecraft. But you place blocks down like Minecraft, just in these kind of cube sections. And you build a base, and every 7 days, a zombie wave, which is incredibly scary, by the way, and I was totally overwhelmed by it, will come down and raid your base, basically, or wherever you are.
In single player, or?
No, we're playing in multiplayer. You can play single player as well. You've got a lot of stat trees to kind of go through, and you can focus on cooking or hunting, parkour, stealth, whatever. And you actually have like decent freedom to build stuff. Like Guf has been our... what would you call yourself? Just like engineer, I guess?
Crafter, engineer, scientist.
Yes, smelter, stuff like that. And by the way, again, the game does not look like Minecraft. I mean, probably most people watching this know what 7 Days looks like, but I'll just show it off. But one of my favorite things...
Thanks to Steam refunds, I just bought it. So I'll test it out. If
I think you'll like it, dude. But yeah, you can refund it if you don't like it.
But I just recently changed my mind on zombies a little bit, so yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'm trying to see if I can find some gameplay. Yeah, and there's like different biomes you need to deal with different outfits, whatever. Cool, typical survival stuff, whatever. But I don't know, there's something about it that just clicks and makes it so fun. First of all, I actually really enjoy the difficulty. I think we're playing on a normal difficulty, but zombies can really fuck you up. With one swipe, they can give you diseases, cut you up, and you'll start bleeding.
Damn.
So you do really need to be careful with combat. And one thing that I found probably the most fun I've had with the game is when you raid houses, it's pretty much like a dungeon in most games, at least with the default non-procedurally generated map. You'll jump into a house and like the ground under you might just collapse just out of nowhere. You can try and find like secrets behind cabinets or paintings, and there's certain monster types that'll do. It's just, I don't know, it's just fun. It's really fun, and I'm actually itching to play it right now. So when our friends are over, we'll probably jump on the server. But
I want to play now. Can we end the podcast?
In a bit, Guf, in a bit. But
okay.
yeah, I'm loving the game. I think you'd like it, Thomi, so you should check it out. And anyone else, again, keep in mind, I don't like survival games or crafting games for the most part, but I really like this one. So I think that actually says a lot about it. It's just, it's really fun.
Check it
really,
out.
really fun.
I'll try it maybe even tonight.
Yeah, and you can let us know.
I have, it really fits into this actually. Two things. Well, the first one is that was the game that I like teased earlier. I've seen some people play They Are Billions, and I was like, oh, this is just strategy and too many enemies and and I bought it because it was on sale, and I was like, if I don't like it, Steam refund is a thing, right? I've been abusing the fuck out of the system recently.
That's what it's there for.
Yeah, exactly. And I started it, I like, oh my god, I got really into it. I had like one of those 8-hour session games. And it's like, it's essentially, it's zombie survival. That's like why I didn't like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of zombie survival games in general, but yeah, I mean, it's like literally an RTS, but instead of having like an enemy that has the same buildings as you, it's literally just like, it puts you on a map and there's zombies fucking everywhere. The game does.
The zombies got him, Guf.
No.
The zombies.
Oh no, Thomi.
There's like, it ticks all the same boxes that Oxygen Not Included ticked for me, which I didn't even realize up until like right now. The reason I played Oxygen Not Included so much was because like as you play, like the first time you're not gonna survive too long because you run out of oxygen, or you like this fails, and you have to restart, and then you do it again, and then you do it better next time, and then you fail at the next thing, and like you just keep getting better at the game. The game doesn't get more. The game doesn't get easier. It has the same difficulty all the time, but you just get better. So in They Are Billions, you can obviously change the difficulty there, and you started at like 30%. It's like, oh, it's not too many zombies. You build like houses, you build little like wood cutting stations, and you essentially want to get as much money as possible to recruit soldiers and stuff, and you can build walls. And every couple days, the game throws like a horde of zombies at you. At the start, it's really easy. It's like it says dozens of zombies, and it's like 20 or 30 of them. But when you're new to the game, it's like, what the fuck? That's like so many, and you can like not handle it at all. And you need to survive 100 days, or 80 or 120, depending on your difficulty. You have to survive like a specific number of days, and you have this big old map that you have to essentially clear out until then. It's like a big time race. You have to clear out the map, you have to build your base as fast as you can, and then lock off all the entrances where the zombies are coming from. You cannot build like the corners, and the zombies are all coming from the corners. And then the most massive, like every zombie you've killed so far, it's gonna throw at you again, essentially. I'm talking like a horde of like tens of thousands of zombies. It's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm looking at some footage here, and it looks like there's a billion.
And yeah, they were not lying. But like the one really big gripe I have with that game, maybe it's the playstyle that I have. I'm in video games, I'm a very greedy player. I always play for the late game. So I figured, because you have to expand all the time, and the map has like a lot of zombies on it by default, and there's like villages too that spawn even more zombies, and essentially one zombie is really not a problem. So if you start with a couple archers, and you get like a gunner with a real gun, and like one zombie is not a problem, like 5 zombies is not a problem either. But the problem is that they're there constantly, and there's constantly new ones spawning. And the way the map is built, there's some parts where you can't walk. Like there's a forest, you can't walk in the forest, and you can't walk in in like some rocks. So you have passageways everywhere, and you have to like block those passageways off. And at the start, I was like using walls and stuff, but later down the line, I just used patrols. But if just one single zombie slips through, it's like, it's not even a problem. If the game throws 100 zombies at me and it says, oh yeah, they're all coming from that direction, I'm like, okay, cool, I'll just build some walls up, I'll just put some people there, no problem. But then literally anywhere, because you have to expand all the time, you put one building anywhere, and then like one zombie slips through, and the game doesn't really give you a warning. You just have to look at the map all the time. If there's like a red dot somewhere, one single zombie goes and within like 3 seconds of reach, the zombie is gonna hit like that building 3 times. Then the building explodes. All the workers in there are now zombies. You have now 4 zombies to deal with, and they're right next to the next buildings. And like if I had it so often that one zombie reached like one building of my main town where all my like workers come from, and it goes from 1 to 4 to 24 to 80, and then suddenly you're dead. Like literally one zombie will ruin your life.
I love that though. That sounds really cool. Like
yeah, it's super fun.
Really cool.
And like it's really difficult too. I have they are billions. I have 34 hours in the game. I have not even finished the 3rd map yet. There's 4 of them. And then I played them on like the easiest difficulty I'm supposed to play them in. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely wishlisting that one. Or wishlisted already. It always looked pretty cool to me.
Yeah. And like I've seen some of the difficulty. Essentially you start the first map you finish has like 30% difficulty, and it goes up to 800. So
oh boy,
fun. I can barely get 100 done by now.
Any other games we've been playing, guys, or should we just wrap it up?
I have like it's also like an anecdote essentially. I'm still like in the middle of Kenshi. That's like you remind me of that when you were saying this like 7 Days to Die thing with the what's it called with the dungeons.
Yeah.
So I've been playing Kenshi as like this base building game, but essentially I got enough material at some point that I was like, okay, I'm gonna send like 2 people out to explore some stuff, and there's like ruins all over the place, and there's shit that tries to kill you, and you can like loot all of that stuff because it's like a relatively realistic RPG system. your characters can only carry so much. So I was exploring with one group and then sent a second group out to like support them. And I sent like a fucking ox with them, and then I loaded the ox and like sent it back to my base. And I kept like going back and forth. I had like my adventuring group that would constantly just like full on RPG go into these ruins. There's like a robot spider and kill it, and then you like loot all the stuff. You lockpick all the locks. You get all of it, but it's all too heavy. And then you like run with your full backpacks. You just somehow try and get to your base. It's like super fun. Damn.
Yeah. I should also check that game out at some point. When did it come out? 2018. Okay. I was under the impression for some reason that it was okay. I was under the impression it was an older one.
It wasn't early. Like that game had a development cycle of like 12 years.
Okay. Okay. Looks cool.
It's just 1 or 2 guys making it.
All right. Anything else? Guf?
No.
All right.
Oof.
Okay. Let's end it. Pay some 7 days. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, actually, I wanted to quickly say, keep a lookout on my channel very soon. About a year ago, more or less, yeah, I did a video for another YouTube channel. They paid me. And I was supposed to try and put it on their channel, but it's been a year. I haven't heard anything from them, so I'm gonna actually put it onto my channel tomorrow, most likely. It's a top 5 Steam games you can get for under $5. Just worked hard on it. I think it's pretty good. Really short, but I don't know. I'm just
buy Terraria.
Is it $5?
It's on the sale. It's like $2.50.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. That's Tommy's top 1 games for under $5. But yes. Yeah. Just let me know what you think of that format. I don't know if I'm going to do it more often. Probably not. It'll be an infrequent thing, but whatever. We'll see. But yes, I think that's it. Also, check out the Atlas video I did with Tommy. Pretty funny stuff. Check out Guf's YouTube channel where he beats my Marble Lit Up speeds.
Yep.
he made a very nice... Actually, can I just... Do I have your permission, Guf, to show off one of your intros on your Marble Lit Up video? Marble It Up. What's it called? Beating Sheep's Times, right?
Yeah.
There's no commentary or anything, by the way, or music. It's just it's just gameplay. Beating Sheep's Time in Marble It Up. There it is.
I've watched you guys. I've watched a guy like do a fucking speed run of that game. Somehow they caught up in my recommended list. I watched a guy speed run Marble It Up.
I like how you put yes, it is BS on Vertigo. Some a little custom commentary. Oh, I didn't actually show off any of that footage. Oh boy. Oh, this is a mess. Oh, what's happening? There you go. Beating Sheep's Time in Marble It Up. Check out that intro. Ooh, that fade in, the yellow. Oh, beautiful. All right, and check out Tommy as well on YouTube. Got some stuff, some Siege stuff, and other stuff, right? I don't know. I don't remember. It's
a while.
It's been a while. You told me you did some sick Call of Duty montages. I don't know if any of those are still public.
Yeah, they should be in theory.
Right, well, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. Oh, you mean the really old ones?
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
Okay.
Oh my god, they like okay, guys, don't watch stuff from like 2011.
No, I agree.
Actually, it's probably even older.
I agree.
It's like that stuff that I uploaded. That was like 15 FPS, 480p, and to be fair, I did some sick fucking plays. Okay, I had throwing knife montages, 360 throwing knife montages. You've never seen that shit in your life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of cruel to go back like past 5 years on most YouTube channels. Just don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to have a good laugh or like just torture yourself, then go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna end it now because I had to loop the outro music because we're too busy talking about I don't even remember. All right, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for joining me, Tommy, Guf, and most of all, Huey. You guys sound like the new trio. From DuckTales. Tommy, Huey, and Guf. Alright.
Okay.
And I'm McScrooge. Alright. Thank you for watching, guys. We will see you next week. Probably. Unless something awful happens.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.